Dia kan rekod sebenarnya.
Ha.
Hey guys, yeah, kuch doubts here. Any doubts? We'll wait for 6:06, right? We'll wait for 6:12, and then we'll start the session. If you have any doubts, we can clear as of now. आपने आपका कुछ डाउट है तो पूछिए.
सर वीक का असाइनमेंट दिया क्या?
No, bro. It will be updated from next week. We'll be having assignment from next week.
ओके सर.
Once you guys set yourself from a new portal and all these things, then it will be easy for you to handle the assignments and all these things, right?
ओके सर.
Yeah, we'll wait for that. From next week on Saturday, I'll be giving your assignment. Not even CC has been uploaded for the Friday session. अच्छा, आपके गिट पूरा सेट हो गया सबका? जो कुछ भी 3 लोग है ना यहाँ पे?
हाँ सेट है.
Okay. If you are maintaining any groups or WhatsApp, just ping over there that doubt session has started. If no one joins, we'll leave the class by 6:15. Okay.
ओके सर.
Because, yeah, if you have any doubts, we'll discuss over that. If not, we'll leave by 6:15 or 6:30.
सर कल आप जो ने टेस्ट दिया था ना, एक बार बताइए सर. मुझे एरर पे आ रहा था.
क्या टेस्ट?
फ्राइडे को दिए थे ना सर.
अच्छा, to put the pattern.
हाँ पैटर्न. वो फिर से बताइए सर. कंफ्यूज हो गया.
Let me just show you the pattern part. यही क्वेश्चन था ना आपको दिया सो?
नहीं सर, डिफरेंट पैटर्न ट्राई.
Can you show me the pattern in the chat? ये था ना पैटर्न आपको दिया सो?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So what's your doubt here?
सर एक बार स्टार्टिंग से बताओ सर, एक कैश एक स्टार कैसा प्रिंट होगा, दो कैसे प्रिंट होगा?
Have you tried all these patterns, right?
यस सर।
इसको ट्राई किया आपने सिस्टम पे?
हाँ ट्राई किया सर।
हाँ, क्या मतलब चला था? Let me make you a co-host. You are going to explain me what you have learned, and we'll discuss on Mujib, right?
यस सर।
Yeah, made you a co-host. Share your screen and explain it what you have understood from that particular pattern. So based on that, we'll see how do I explain this particular pattern. जो कुछ भी pattern में दिया था ना, उसको कैसे explain करना totally depends on how you are going to explain this. Oh, okay. You used while loop, fine. So पहले एक number से करो, बाद में you make it automated by taking user input. Your screen is getting shared. Type your code. और else कंट्रोल जेड मारो, दिखाओ अब क्या लिखा था उसको दिखाओ पहले। नहीं, जेड मारते जाओ मारो 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 मारो। ओके, दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव स्पेसिफाइड, राइट? नंबर दो, आ गया ना?
आ गया सर। मुझे तो कोई ये मैं नेट से सर्च करके कुछ ना ऐसा सा जुगाड़ करके किया सर। मेरे को सारे मेरे को सिंगल कैसे प्रिंट करना जानना है, और थोड़े थोड़े बहुत डाउट्स है सर, इसीलिए पूछ रहा
ओके, then now what should I do? Okay, let me do one thing. You just stop sharing your screen. I'll share my screen. Let's see how it goes. So is whiteboard getting shared?
हूँ। यस सर।
Okay, so our pattern is this, right? Okay, so initially we started learning these patterns from this kind. Right? हमें पहले इस तरफ का ट्रायंगल के एक पैटर्न प्रिंट किया था, right? So basically if I say print of something, okay, so where the print is going to get executed, like from which side the print is going to be executed in the Python, it will be from left to right, right? यहाँ से शुरू होकर जो कुछ भी हमें प्रिंट में दिया था वो राइट को जाकर प्रिंट हो जाएगा, yes or no? Let's say I've given Surya. What happens? S will be the starting point at the leftmost position, and then U, R, Y, A. Yes or no?
Yes.
So for this condition, because we know that the print is going to work from left to right, we haven't checked for the spaces here, right? इसमें spaces की कुछ सोच भी आ रहे हैं हमको. What we just did, we just used some looping conditions like for or while, and seeing that there are 4 lines to be repeated. हमको 4 lines चाहिए, so we require one outer loop to controlling the number of lines and one inner loop to control number of prints in that particular line. Yes or no? एक लूप है नहीं नंबर ऑफ लाइंस प्रिंट करने के लिए यूज करना है, दूसरा लूप लाइन पे लाइन की डेटा प्रिंट करने में यूज करना है. दैट मींस पर लेट्स से व्हाइल को यूज करेंगे, व्हाइल i = 4, while I less than 4, or let me just say while I greater than -1, or okay, or else I can jump, or I greater than 0. Only then the 4 lines will be printed, right? So while I greater than 0, क्या करना है while I पे? So this is going to make, for I will start at 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, right? So we got our 4 lines to be executed. Now what? We have to control number of stars to be printed in each line. उसको control करने के लिए क्या कर रहा है? Second iteration को शुरू करना है. So let's say j equals to starting from. So in the first line, how many stars are there?
4,
4 stars. And is it equal to the I number which you have given?
yes sir.
Right. So now what we'll do is we just initialize j with some value 0. Okay, or we can say j should also 0. Okay. So now what we'll do is while j less than I, second loop को शुरू कर रहा है. What is the second loop used for? To print these particular stars in the each line. Yes or no? Now let's see. First condition किया, initialize किया, condition specify किया, और now let's just print the star. Print कर दिया था star को with some space and with saying that end of, right? And then j को reduce किया था, j plus equals to 1. That means we are incrementing the j value till I. Yes or no? And then after this particular while loop is done, we are now incrementing the saying that print of to go to the next line, and then I equals to I minus 1. Okay. So first line पे 4 stars print करेगा और I value next time क्या हो जाएगा? 3. So in the second line, what happens? 3 stars. In these 3 stars, how the 3 stars are going to get printed? I will be starting from 0, less than 3 is the condition. And again, j will be getting increased at every instant. 1, 2, 0 से लेकर 1, 2 तक आएगा, और 3 is now equal to 3, so it will be failing in this case. So 3 stars will be printed. Right. So basically we are printing the stars from left to right. We haven't thought of checking for the spaces. Yes or no? या
Yes.
तो कुछ space का कुछ सोच ही आया नहीं हमको. But when we are trying to print the pattern from right to left, okay, so पहले हम हमारा print operation का main मतलब क्या है? It will go from left to right. So that means here there is a space available. Here there is 2 spaces available. Here 3 spaces available. Are you getting this? So for this particular pattern to be printed, we must consider how to add these particular spaces as well in the pattern to make it a right edge triangle. Am I making any sense here?
Yes sir.
Yeah. So first condition is print is going to work from left to right. But here, in order to print these stars, we have to print the space as well to make the print working correctly. So in order to do that, हमारा while loop है ना, ये कैसे change हो जाएगा? Instead of printing this star, we'll print space here. So देखो, when the line number is 1, okay, I value 4 से शुरू करेंगे because 4 stars to be printed at the top. So when the I value is 4, is there any spaces available?
No sir.
No. When the I value is 3, any spaces available? Yes, right. Space value is 1. So next, I value is 2. Space value is 2. I value is 1. Space value is 3. Right. So we have to write 3 loops for, sorry, two different loops for considering these output. Okay. अगर ये तीन ही समझ में आ गया तो now मुझे you can share your screen. You have the code, right? वही चलेगा.
Yes
So
sir.
guys, any doubts in this particular theoretical part? Now we'll go to the coding part. कुछ doubts है? Yes or no? हाँ. So see here. Tami, number on which blah blah Carlo. So at this particular line, let me take the controller of this. 1 second, 1 second. Just don't get confused over here. Okay, so see here, what is happening? We have, as usual, one while loop is for 3 while loops we require, right? In order to print a pattern. So
Yes,
first
sir.
while loop is what? This third line while loop is going to consider number of lines to be printed. Okay. Now, fifth line में जो कुछ भी while loop मौजूद है, it is going to print the spaces. And ninth line पे while loop is going to print the stars because each part is different from each other. Let me share white screen first. 1 second. मुझे फिर से आपका screen share करना पड़ता है. Or else do one thing, copy that code into my thing. Chat में copy करके भेज दीजिए. Or else no problem, I'll just write the code. समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, now see, I'm just अगर हमारा pattern तो ऐसा है तो we know how to solve this, right? For the spaces to be covered, that means for this space to be, these are all spaces. So we have to print the spaces first, and then we have to go to the elements which are supposed to be printing in this case. Okay, but what if my pattern is like this? Guys, there is some kind of network issue or my end. I think I have to restart this program again. Just let me know.
हेलो हेलो हेलो
चेक चेक चेक। हेलो भाई, सुना रहा है अभी?
हाँ सर, आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है।
व्हाट द हेल,
हाँ
सीरियसली?
हाँ, अभी आ रही है, मतलब पहले नहीं आ रही।
अरे यार, बोलना था ना बीच पे। मैंने वीएस कोड भी दिखाना है क्या?
नहीं दिख रहा है। नहीं नहीं सर।
अरे यार, ठीक है। अब व्हाइट बोर्ड दिख रहा है?
हाँ यस सर, अभी व्हाइट बोर्ड दिख रहा है।
ओके। सो व्हाट आई हैव सेड अर्लियर इज, देखो, अब तक हमें पैटर्न्स को एक तरफ से प्रिंट करना देखा था, राइट? ऐसे ऐसे कुछ है तो वी आर जस्ट प्रिंटिंग इट फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट। बट when you are to print those patterns from right to left, that means if the pattern is going to be like this, we have to consider the spaces which are countable from the right side, sorry, from the left to right. Here one space is required, whereas here two spaces, here three spaces. So now whenever you're trying to print a pattern, जो कुछ भी pattern print करना चाहते हो, you have to see how is the pattern going to work. So इसमें क्या क्या है? We require stars to be printed. First step, print stars. Okay. Second step, print spaces. Third step, repeat for n number of lines. Yes or no? Are these are main three steps for each of this problem to be solved? क्या बोलते हो?
यस सर।
या देखो, So we have to sort out our problem in such a way that पहले ही शुरू करना है, कितने spaces को print करना है, कितने stars को print करना है, and we have to repeat that for each and every line. If there are n lines, you have to repeat it for n lines. Okay, now let's see the code for this. Let me share VS Code part. Sorry. तो यही हमारा पैटर्न है, राइट? तो पहले लेट्स से I equals to 4. I'll start with I value as 4. And now how many lines do I need to print? I require to print 4 lines, right? So पहले lines का finish कर देंगे. So while I greater than 0. Okay, lines का condition हो गया. तो अभी क्या करना है? Lines के बाद we have to print hashes first. So if you don't know how to solve this in step by step, we have gone through 3 different steps, right? First step is what? To print the hash pattern. कैसे print कर सकता है? While let's say I have initialized j less than I. J equal to 0. Okay. So अगर okay. So now what? J को initialize किया to print the hashes here. So first line पे कितना hashes है? How many hashes are there in the first line? 4 hashes are, right? So that is the reason I have initialized I value with 4. And so what happens in this case? 4 less until the j becomes 4, it will be printing the hashes here. Yes or no? So in with respect to my code, hash is going to work. So what I'll just say, print hash comma end equal to space. Why is this end required for? To define, we don't require a new line character. So that is the reason we are going to specify it with the end part. Yes or no?
Yes,
अब
sir.
इसके बाद क्या करना है? J को increment करना है. J plus equals to 1. So first part is done. Right? But initially in this pattern, is spaces getting printed or hash getting printed? From left to right, what is the first part to be get printed here?
Only hash.
Only hash.
Yeah, space नहीं दिख रहा भाई, space भी है ना? पहले space print, in the first line there are no spaces, whereas in the second line 1 space is printed, right? In the third line 3 spaces are printed. Sorry, 2 spaces have been printed, and in the fourth line 3 spaces have been specified. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
For printing the
Yes.
hash, we have to specify how many spaces to be printed. So what we should do? Instead of initiating j here, we have to initiate another value k equal to 0. Okay. Okay, I'll initialize k value as 4. Why I have initialized k value as 4? See here. So second line I have 1 space, whereas first line I have no spaces. Right? So in order to get no spaces, I have to initialize it because I value is 4, right? With respect to I, our iteration must be going on. So while k less than I. Okay, I'll just say print space comma end equal to colon. Sorry, n equal to inverted commas, and we just increment the k minus equals to 1. while के बाद क्या करेंगे? एक print statement को डाल देंगे, print off, to just make that line into a new line character. Okay, but this is not required in this case because we require the spaces and hashes together. So after this, we'll just say print off. Okay. Now what is happening here? Can anyone explain? क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? And now I have to increase I minus equal to Can anyone explain what's happened in this case? तो
सर
पहले हाँ बोलो.
सर j लेस देन और इक्वल टू i लेना पड़ेगा ना.
जरूरत नहीं. I have started it with 0, right?
क्या होता
0 से लेकर 4 को जाने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? 0 1 2 3 is equal to 4 only, right?
है?
Yeah, we require 4 iterations and so it is been done here. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, let me show you. There is a web application where I can visualize the code. Let me just check over it and then I'll update it. अब दिख रहा है स्क्रीन? Guys, is this visible?
Yes, sir.
So pythontutor.com is another website which helps us to visualize how our Python programming is getting executed. Okay, pythontutor.com. If you don't understand any code, you just go through this, upload your code, and you can visualize from where it has been iterated. So instead of space, in order to get differentiated, like to know how, whether it is printing the value or not, I just initialize it with @ symbol. Okay. And k को भी हम edit this code. 1 second. I'll initialize k value as n, I equals to n and n. Okay. So visualize execution. So first step में क्या हो रहा है? It has prepared a value called n, which is 4, and then I value को 4 से assign कर दिया. Now while loop has started. See, the arrow mark is pointing over here. Next, k value is 4. K loop has started, and it has to print a value because in the first space, what the condition has specified, k less than I, but k and I are equal, and so no output has been generated from this while loop. Okay. Now next case, j is created. J में गया था, or it is printing the hash value. See here. See the output. It is printing the hash value, and j now has incremented to 1. See the value change here. J now has incremented to 1. Next, same repeat होगा, hash print हो जाएगा. Next, j now incremented to 2. Value is printed. Again, j3. Value is printed. J will be 4, and so the while loop will get. Sorry, while loop will get exited. Now print of is going to print an extra line, and if I said just execute it here, वो तो कहीं भी नहीं दिखेगा, right? Because it is an extra line. Okay, so next, I को reduce कर दिया. Now I value क्या हो गया? Because at the start the I value is 4, but now the I value has just become 3. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
But my code isn't going to run, I guess. कुछ गलत किया था मैं इधर, because k equals to n रख दिया था ना, but k less than I, it never going to happen, but it is going to fail. Yes or no? So इधर condition ठीक ठाक नहीं है मेरा.
Hello.
Let's do this. If you find any wrong, you just go through what's the wrong I have given here, because finding the mistakes is also an art in programming, because many cases failed because of no output, sorry, not thinking in that case. So क्या print हो रहा है हर एक बार, I का value reduce होता जा रहा है, J का value increment होता जा रहा है, but we are printing only the values which is not the required output we expected, right? ये क्यों आया था? Why we have got this output? Can anyone specify? Why do we get this output? Guys, why we have this output? There is a mistake in my code which isn't working, and what is that mistake? If you can say that, we can exit this class. Mistake क्या है बोलो?
K और I वैल्यू इक्वल हो गए ना सर, इसीलिए हो गया।
मैं जो कुछ भी कंडीशन फिफ्थ रन पे दिया था is not working fine, right? So that's the reason it is going through this particular ninth line, and it is executing the while and printing the hash instead of printing the @ rate, right? If at all this works fine, then we don't get this particular output here. समझ में आ रहा है ना? Let's edit this code. अब इसमें I have to do something such that I greater than or equal to k greater than or equal to I, k minus equals to 1. Yeah, इसमें चलेगा क्या मुझे भाई? कुछ बोलना चाहते हो? Okay, let me just start this visualization part. अभी क्या हो गया? k greater than or equal to I डाला था हम. So इसका मतलब क्या है? Though the k values, you can see this code when we go to step by step. So first n4, I4, and since the condition I greater than 0 is true, it went into the loop where k equals to n. So now k will be initialized as 4, and while के अंदर गया था, देखो while के अंदर गया k greater than or equal to I. Oh, we don't require to print the space in this case. There is another mistake in this code. Can anyone specify or find out? Okay, let's just see.
तो k के बाद
Mistake क्या है?
स्पेस
Mistake क्या है देखेंगे. @ print हुआ, which is not a feasible part, right? @ print नहीं होना चाहिए. तो कैसा? How can we avoid that? See, every part is kind of trial and error part. Okay, you'll check your first implementation. If it is working fine, fine. If not, you'll check for the another implementation, and you'll see it happening again and again and again and again. Okay, so let me edit this code, and we don't since we don't require to print the I where k and I are equal, so I'll just remove this equal to part. So visualize execution. Next step, next step, next step. K4 आ गया. Since k and I are equal, and it is not going to execute this part. Condition is what? K is greater than I. Okay, next. J initialize हुआ. अब ये वैल्यू hashes को प्रिंट करेगा. 9, 10, 11 में जो कुछ भी while loop है ना, वो hash values को प्रिंट करेगा. देखो, fourth hash is executed and print of line 12th line is coming. Now what? I will be reduced, and so the while will be executing again. While पे आया था, अभी I value क्या हो गया? What is I value now? What is I value?
3 sir.
3, because it has reduced at the end. Next, k equal to n, still it is the same. Again, fifth value में क्या हो जाएगा? But n is greater than I, because n is 4 and I is 3. So now we are going to print that @ symbol. Print हो गया, good. K is reduced, and now they are equal. So see here, since the k and I are equal when it is reduced by 1, it exited the while loop and it just entered into second while loop. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Now it will just execute the printing of stars as we require. Okay, once the execution is done, एक न्यू लाइन प्रिंट करेगा, I को reduce करेगा, फिर से while loop पे जाएगा. Now I is reduced to 2. Right? अब next step देखेंगे. Down, 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 down. So दो @ प्रिंट होना है, प्रिंट हो गया, और while से exit J शुरू हो गया, और दो hashtags प्रिंट होना है. न्यू लाइन I is now reduced to 1. K पे आया था, 3 स्पेसेस प्रिंट होना है, 1, 2, 3, and exits 1 hashtag and exit print while. So exiting, working of the code is done. See, is this the output we are expecting? Instead of at the rate, we are going to see some space here, but to understand, I've given the at the rate. Is that fine? समझ में आया था ना अभी जो कुछ भी क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give you a small assignment in this case. Okay, I just want to repeat the same triangle in this particular pattern. Let me show you in the whiteboard. अब तक हमें क्या what we just did, we have done this particular part, right? But now I want you to make this part as well. Okay, that means star, 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 and then single star. Again, single star, double star, 3 stars, 4 stars. You're getting my pattern?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first line pay. Okay, let me draw it clearly.
Oh,
This is what the pattern I require. क्या सोच रहे हो? कैसे करना है यानी कैसा? Okay, this is going to be your assignment for tomorrow. Try तो करो. Or else, yeah, you try this, no problem with this. Or else you can also try this part. अगर ये difficult लग रहा है ना, इसको try करके देखो. ये तो अभी मुश्किल लगेगा आपको, I think. ये try करेगा यानी ये try करेगा.
second
It
wala.
is kind of easy because you have done these two parts in different, sorry. ये दोनों को different conditions पे create किया था, right? So you can match the code and you can get some output here. So try this second example first, and then we'll go with the first later one. ठीक है? Try करेगा ना आप लोग?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take it as your input. ले लिया problem? Guys, have taken the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So any doubts so far? Any doubt?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the function of n is equal to?
इस ठीक ठाक नहीं आ रहा है भाई.
Hello.
Can you just text me in the WhatsApp? Sorry, text me or the chat.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. अब सुना रहा है, बोलो.
Hello.
बात करो भाई, सुन रहा
आ
है
रहा है
मुझे.
सर?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, आवाज आ रहा है, बोलो.
हाँ सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि ये n इज इक्वल टू कॉलन, ये क्या यूज है उसका? n इज इक्वल,
किस पे? One second, let me share the code.
आप n इज इक्वल टू टाइप करते हैं ना, तो उसका यूज क्या है?
आप like how many classes you are attending this generally? Are you from the first class?
नो सर,
बीच में ज्वाइन हुआ
कंफ्यूजन
है? हाँ.
कंफ्यूजन आ गया था मुझे, क्योंकि मैंने पहले भी अटेंड किया है, मेरे को समझ में आ गया था, लेकिन वापस कंफ्यूजन हो गया है।
ओके. सी, तो कभी हम प्रिंट का स्टेटमेंट लिखते हैं ना, प्रिंट ऑफ समथिंग. लेट्स से कौन बात कर रहा है?
सुफियान सर, सुफियान
हाँ.
सुफियान सुफियान बात कर रहा हूँ।
ओके, सुफियान. चलो, मैं आपका नाम प्रिंट करना चाहता हूँ. ओके. बाद में मेरा नाम प्रिंट करना चाहता हूँ. ओके. अब ये प्रिंट कैसे एग्जीक्यूट हुआ? हाउ इज इट गोइंग टू गेट एग्जीक्यूटेड? पहले योर नाम, sorry, your name is going to get printed, right?
Yes,
And in the next line, my name is going to get printed.
yes,
Yes, sir. Let me just write it in the IDE part. You'll get a clear idea. Okay. CMD pi. एक मिनट भाई, स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ.
yes.
Okay. Is this CMD visible to you?
Yeah, sir, visible.
हाँ. अगर देखो, so print क्या बोल रहा है? मैं print सूफियान क्लोज कर दिया. Okay. So now again, print Surya. Oh shit, syntax. कैसे प्रिंट करेंगे इसको? Okay, I'll just show you with the IDE part. That will be easier. Okay. Oh, so simple.
सर,
हाँ हाँ,
ये एक साथ हैश कैसे यूज करते हैं सर?
एक साथ.
हाँ.
पहले इसका उनका सूफिया का डाउट क्लियर करने दो, बाद में विल डिस्कस. ओके. एक के बाद एक सूफिया. सो अभी क्या हो रहा है भाई? इफ आई प्रेस एंटर, सॉरी, इफ आई प्रेस रन दिस कोड, सो सूर्या हो गया, बाद में सूफिया प्रिंट हो गया, एक के बाद एक. डिड यू स्पेसिफाई दैट यू वांट टू प्रिंट दैट इन टू सेपरेट लाइंस? सूफिया,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
आप दो डिफरेंट लाइंस में प्रिंट करने के लिए कुछ कमांड दिया था?
नो सर, डायरेक्ट वो प्रिंट की वजह से आ
हाँ,
गया
प्रिंट हो रहा है. कितने में? दो सेपरेट लाइंस लेकर प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, राइट? इट इज टेकिंग टू डिफरेंट लाइंस एंड इज प्रिंटिंग इट. व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज इट हैज a default new line character appended at the end.
ओके.
ओके. ये न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर की वजह से अपने आप प्रिंट कर रहा है एक न्यू लाइन को. सो वी आर रिस्ट्रिक्टिंग द प्रिंट बाय स्पेसिफाइंग द एंड. न्यू लाइन को लेना छोड़कर हमें इसे स्पेसिफाई कर रहा है, एंड इक्वल्स टू नथिंग. तो अभी क्या हो जाएगा? अब इसमें एंड में इफ आई गिव सम, इफ आई हैवंट गिव एनी स्पेस, इफ आई रन दिस कोड, सूर्य के बाद सूफिया आएगा.
ओके सर, या समझ में आ गया.
इफ आई स्पेस आएगा. इफ आई गिव टैब स्पेस आएगा. So we are just specifying, or we are just making the what to say, print to do as we desire.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Now, what's your doubt? Another one. Who someone is asking doubt, right?
मी सर दिनेश
हाँ दिनेश बोलिए.
अरे ये एक साथ हैश कैसे यूज करेंगे
एक साथ
हैश
we are okay. ये हैश के बारे में कैसे यूज करना है? Like you are asking me how to print that
Comment.
hash. I don't get your doubt actually.
कोड सारे कोड को अभी हैश तो ये कर रहे हैं ना सर, कॉपी करके वो
Basically, hash is a commenting of a code at the line.
ये सर तो
Okay.
अभी
एक
किस साथ सबको हैश में बदला
अच्छा
देना.
अच्छा. Control question mark in your VS Code. If you are
Okay.
using VS Code,
यस सर
control दबा के question mark डाल दीजिए, वर्क करेगा.
ओके
Okay, any IDE control question mark is going to work to comment the code. Uncomment के लिए भी वही है. अब देखो इसको uncomment करने के लिए control question mark. Uncomment हो गया. ठीक है. Any more doubts? तो हाँ मुझे बोलो.
नो सर, नो बोल.
Okay, so any doubts, guys? So you are going to give me that particular output, right? Tomorrow. The pattern which I have given, that is going to be your kind of assignment. Take care of it. अभी हमारे पास और एक class है, which is going to be exclusive on patterns, where you can ace it easily because you are already trying those patterns, right? तो आपको उस class में करने like patterns create करना बहुत easy पड़ जाएगा. आप यहाँ practice कर रहे हैं ना? So ठीक है. If there is no doubt, you can leave and we'll meet tomorrow. Yep. Thank you, folks. Have a good weekend. हो गया था पर फिर भी
इस सेक्शन को अटेंडेंस है क्या सर?
नहीं है. No doubt session attendance is considered. But from next week on Saturday, I'll raise the attendance just to make sure that you're not how many people are attending. That's it. खाली देखने के लिए कितने लोग अटेंड हो रहा है या अटेंड नहीं हो रहा है.
ओके एवरी सैटरडे क्लास होगा
हाँ Saturday रहता है. कल मैं like कल कुछ हुआ था मेरे फैमिली के साथ, इसलिए मैं I failed to attend the session. ठीक है, चलो then. Thank you guys.
सर
हाँ शुभम.
हेलो
हाँ बोलिए.
सर अगर कोई क्लास एक मिस हो गया तो कैसे करेंगे
सैटरडे का
नहीं कोई
रिकॉर्डिंग्स मिल जाएगा ना.
ओके सर वो रिकॉर्डिंग देख रहा हूँ सर बीच बीच में वीडियो नहीं आ रहा है सर.
मेरा फेस
और नहीं जो आप स्क्रीन शेयर करते हैं
ऐसा कैसे होता है भाई? I don't know. I haven't gone through those videos. Let me check. किस वीडियो पे फेस किया था वो इश्यू?
मैं पाइथन फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शन से देख रहा था सर. वो कुछ क्लियर नहीं आ रहा था तो इसीलिए मैं प्री कोर्स वीडियो देख रहा था.
Okay. So is it mine or some other instructor at the start has joined the class, right? So is it his video not visible?
सॉरी सर
मेरा वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा है. नहीं पहले और एक इंस्ट्रक्टर है ना क्लास के लिए, उनका वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा है.
नहीं उनका दिख रहा है सर आपका बीच बीच में नहीं दिख रहा था.
अच्छा फिर I have to make sure that like sometimes I think my screen sharing is not available, so that might be a reason for not getting display or the video. ठीक
कुछ
करूंगा
समझ
आपसे
में
मैं ठीक ठाक करूंगा. Like I'll just make sure that from now on it won't be happening. In the past, sometimes my screen is not getting shared. That might be the issue you're facing in the explanation part.
ओके सर
Yeah. Chalo folks. Bye bye.
Bye.
ओके
Bye. Okay. Chalo.